What's up, y'all? Welcome back to another one. Welcome. We're on stream. We're on Twitch. Welcome. How are you? You got the word, you cozy. Today we're playing You Are the Judge. So if you guys didn't know a little bit about me, editor, make sure there's background music on this. I used to study law for a little bit. Never did nothing with it, but I like to see. I like to think of myself as you know, a judge. Today we're gonna be a judge. We're gonna be sending people to jail, prosecutor. I'm gonna be on my Kamala Harris. I'm gonna be on. I'm gonna be the best lawyer or the best judge of all time. All right. I gotta be this guy. Core Abad. Okay, so this is the court. If your bank account goes in the negative, the bank will provide you a certain amount of what? Okay. Right is right even if everyone is against it, and wrong is wrong even if everyone is for it. William Penn. Shout out William Penn, the Pennsylvanian GOAT. In your youth years, there would be quite a lot of protests against the government in your country. In this case, you used to participate in protests. You wouldn't care about the protests. You used to find the protesters unjust. Let me grab a notebook and a pencil. I feel like this game is serious. I gotta focus, bro. Usually when I play the game, I like to turn my brain off because, you know, I like to have fun. I like to, you know, but it look like this is a game where we actually need to focus. So I'm gonna take it serious, chat. I'm gonna be a lawyer today. I'm gonna be a lawyer. Matter of fact, I'll be right back. Order in the court. All right. I don't got a mallet, but I got the thumb. Alright, order the court, bruh. Order the court. Matter of fact, I'm gonna hold it like this. I'm gonna hold it by the thumb. So, in your youth years, you'll be quite a lot of protests against the government in your country. Oh wait, this is my choice. Oh, okay. So I gotta. Okay. So, if my country is on BS, I ain't gonna lie, I don't think I would care about the protests too much. It just depends on who, like, what's my, like, I gotta have a deeper, I ain't gonna lie, this tough. Okay, I ain't really care. This is when I'm legit. This is all the way in the year 2000. So, I wouldn't care about actually, I can't say I would or wouldn't care, but I'm gonna say I found them unjust. Because I don't know if they caused any damages, but I'm gonna assume they did. You had to choose a university and you made your choice. Law, definitely. Economy would be a second one for sure. Big, but as a judge, law. You liked a girl named Mary in law school. Wait, do I need to remember all of this? Okay, well, unjust. Shoot. Law. What else? Okay, so you met a girl named Mary in law school. Now it's time to share your feelings for her. You said you love her. You hesitate to tell her that. You think you are not ready for a relationship. Not ready for a relationship in college. Turn your back on a girl like Mary wouldn't make much sense. You've left things to time. After college, you married Mary. Okay, at least I waited till I was ready, and we ended up still getting the same result. So either way, I'm a dog. All right, 4 years later, as a result of your happy marriage with Mary, you have 2 sons. Mary told you you'd be a great father. Okay, 2 sons. Great. After graduating from law school, you started working as a lawyer. You choose the field to specialize in. I ain't gonna lie, to be honest, the most lucrative, family law, for sure. Either or commercial law. But with family law, you can work in divorce court. Let me work in family law. I ain't gonna lie, man. I like that. That's where the money at. Yeah, buddy. Although you had difficulty finding free time, you were happy to spend Sundays with your family. You would visit with your spouse and children every Sunday. Oh, we're going to church. For sure, going to church. We go to church. Church family. Honorable Judge Cozy. After practicing law for a long time, one of your best friends, Henry, encouraged you to take the judge's exams. After you brought the subject up to your wife, Mary, you saw her as a little worried. Why are you worried? You don't trust me? I'm not the GOAT. I'm not Honorable Judge Cozy. When you ask Mary about the reason for her anxiety, she says, is this something you want? Are you sure you won't neglect the children and me? Ask the question and you too. That is something that will never be a problem for her and our children. You want such a career, you will not give up on it. That it will be better for both Mary and the children. I'm not gonna lie, you married me, and originally I didn't tell you anything about my feelings because I was worried about my career. Now I'm advancing it and you telling me time for the kids? Are you crazy? I'm a judge, Honorable Judge Cozy, yes. Mary said that although she didn't fully address her concerns, she would support and always be there for you. And that's why I married you. Now give me a kiss. And the long-awaited day came. Henry, your wife, and the children were waiting for the results to be announced. While waiting for the results, nervous, excited, hopeless, I would just be content because whether or not I get this, I'm still a rich divorce lawyer. I'm not worried about this. I guess excited because, you know, I'm pushing for it, so I got to be excited about it. Henry comes to you and says, I believe you have succeeded. From now on, a whole new life begins for you, he whispered. Oh, okay. So I'm a judge now. With the announcement of the results, you learned that your career as a judge has begun. Everyone in the house was in great joy. Mary looked a little thoughtful, but she couldn't help but rejoice. Hey, I appreciate y'all, family. Thank you, thank you, thank you. While you were excited about your first day of duty, you heard the horn of your dresser coming from outside to take you to the office. After kissing Mary, you took your bag and set off to the office. I got a driver now? Oh yeah, I'm definitely rich. Yeah, definitely rich. Choose your character. Oh my God. Oh my God. It's Honorable Judge Cozy. Wait, what? Depending on who it is, they have stats. Hold on, let me look at the black character, bro. Oh my God, bro. 50% less punishment, minus less money, less government relation. So everybody hate me because I'm black. Is basically what you saying. Alright. You get more money, you have better government relation, don't got Supreme Court relation. 30% less punishment, society relation, government. They don't like him at all. More money, Supreme Court relation, okay. Society relation, government relation, Supreme Court relation, negative. And then more money, society relation, government. So the government don't really like us. But when you're black, you don't get nothing. Obviously, I'm gonna be black. Show them how it's done right. They did what it is. I don't need nobody. I'm the Honorable Judge Cozy. Let's see. Season 1. Oh my God, there's like levels and seasons. Oh my, yo, this is a game. I ain't gonna lie. I thought this was just like, and there's like 3 seasons. All right, season 1. Kabardie Border Command versus Bowden Bell. Human trafficking case. Holy, okay. Oh, this is serious. Well, let me button this up all the way. Accepting bribes can put you in a difficult situation. Interesting. Hello. Chief Justice Richard. Hello, how are you? Thank you, mister. I hope you are well too. Justice. Okay, let me, for this game, I'm going to move a little bit lower just for now. Okay. Due to recent appointments, you'll be starting your first day on the job. Do you feel prepared? Of course I'm prepared. Yes, Minister. I'm glad to hear it, Richard. I have a question on mind. What is it? You are aware of the country's situation. Do you think you can handle this role? Your appointment of me is the biggest proof of that. We don't need to talk too much about it. So let's go ahead and get it going. So we have binder, phone. We have a lot. Oh, this is a serious game. All right, let's see our book of law. Okay, so this is the full Constitution. So this is going to be important because this is going to tell us a lot of information about the cases. Oh, okay. I don't know why I'm stressed like this is actually my job. All right, examine the phone. All right, menu pre-trial. Okay, examine the computer. Hello, you need to complete a few steps to set up your system. Okay, let's go. Please select the profile picture. I just pick a regular black guy. I ain't gonna lie. I'm a quite the comedian of a judge. Set your password. All right. Bet. All right. I think we're good. There's Twitter. Why is there Twitter? I got 284 followers. I don't got no clout. Judge Richard, I can't change my name. Notepad. I may need to meet with the prime minister often. I should work on improving my relationship these days. 60%. There are only 1 or 2 people left on the board with whom I can't agree. It seems like there's no issue. 80%. If I don't resolve issues with the public, there could be problems in the near future. 6%. My spouse gets angry at me occasionally, but for now, our relationship is manageable. Okay. KJS. Info. Okay, mail. Browser. No clout. God damn. Alright. Click on the flag. What flag is? What country am I? Kabardi. So that's my country. It's certainly not a normal country. Its history in particular is quite dark. There have been numerous coups in the country's past, and military juntas have ruled the nation. The people have almost become accustomed to these military coups, and it's now considered a normal situation for them. But it's time for things to change. The country deserves a democratic government. Elections have been held for this purpose, and now there is a civilian constitution in place. The country is governed by the government that emerged from these past elections. This new government has its share of concerns, especially considering the significant power the military has had in the country's history. One could say that Kabardi is now looking to the future with hope. After all, there is now a democratic administration in the country. This change has also affected the judiciary courts that were once under military control are now conducting trials in accordance with the civilian constitution. However, the situation doesn't please everyone in the country. There is still a significant portion of the population that prefers military rule. While people are divided on many issues, their fundamental goal is unity, integrity of their country. Therefore, when it comes to their country, they can compromise on many of their beliefs. This highlights the extent to which they are a nationalistic society. Although there hasn't been a major external threat so far, there are separatist groups from different ethnic backgrounds within the country. These separatist groups have been one of the country's biggest problems throughout history. While many people share the common belief that Kabardi's future will be bright, it's safe to say that Kabardi holds its destiny in its own hands. Each citizen will undoubtedly play a role in the country's future. Moreover, the famous slogan coined by people after every military coup, the sole owner of victory's coup. Right, I'm sorry, I know y'all ain't want me to read it all, but I gotta if I'm gonna be a good judge, I gotta know what's going on. Dear Judge, our greatest expectations as you participate in the upcoming case is that you make accurate decision in accordance with our Constitution. If either the plaintiff or the defendant believes that you have made an incorrect decision, they will approach us and we will conduct a detailed review. What is y'all name? The Supreme Court. So we're not the Supreme. So I'm not part of the Supreme Court. I'm just a regular judge. If we determine your decision was incorrect, you will face a penalty the day after the case in which you would be incorrect. Blah 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 blah. We believe blah blah blah. Okay, case in which you make incorrect will be reviewed by another judge. We have full confidence in your ability to make a right decision. We have deemed it appropriate to provide this information. Best of luck in your duties. So I'm not part of the Supreme Court, but I am a country. Wait, what? What courts do I work for? Kabardi Ministry of Defense. I ain't gonna lie, I don't need my computer. What do I do now? Day one. I done did everything. Right? Nah? Alright. I prepared the documents for your upcoming case and left them on the table in your courtroom for you. Additionally, the attorneys are waiting for you in the courtroom, awaiting for pre-trial. Alright, so I need to look at my documents. She said she left it in my folder, but this is the only thing I'm getting. You know, I'm gonna just call in for pre-trial, just so I can hear what's going on. Bro, can I get, hold on, bro, quick. I don't wanna go into it without any information. Can I get some information? Oh, in the courtroom. Okay, it's in the courtroom, so I have to go to the courtroom. I gotta go to the courtroom. Ew, look at all these. Ugh. Okay. Before I even talk, where's the documents? Can I look at the documents? Like, I understand where. Okay. Do I want to start with the defendant, or the plaintiffs? Well, we're talking about human trafficking, so we definitely need to talk to the victims first. Wait, this game don't have no voice acting? Wait, this game don't have no voice acting. Wow. I ain't gonna lie, voice acting would definitely make this so much better, but It is what it is. And I just realized I clicked the defendant instead of the plaintiff. I'm bugging. Anyway, my client, Bowden Bell, indeed works under the Kabardi Border Command at the border post. He is a dedicated citizen who is loyal to his homeland and understands the importance of his duties and responsibilities. There is no basis for him to engage in any activities outside the job description. There is no basis for him to engage in any activity outside of his job description. We firmly deny the plaintiff's allegation and request acquittal of my client. I'm not gonna lie, that was a weak defense. Only thing you told me was he was doing his job. Man, let me hear the plaintiff speak. My client, Kabardi Border Command, aims to secure our country's borders by preventing unauthorized crossings. Okay. However, it has been discovered that the defendant, who works at the border post, allows undocumented immigrants who have previously arranged with human traffickers to enter the country during his work hours. Okay, he allows immigrants who work with traffickers. So is that what I'm understanding? Okay, I understand. You will agree that this is an extremely serious and significant matter that jeopardizes our country's security. I agree. Therefore, we request his trial and the imposition of necessary penalties. The plaintiff attorney and the client have no objections. Your Honor, Jeffrey has declared that we start working on the border command. Therefore, he is okay. I'm not gonna lie. I accept. I for sure accept, because why are you letting people into the country? Your job is to protect the border and let them go through the necessary entities and bodies to get into the country, bro. We already have coups every other day. You think we need more people causing trouble? Let's go to the case, bro. Let's get it. We're definitely taking this to trial. I'm not gonna lie, as a judge, I really see why a person could take favor, but without evidence, innocent until proven guilty. So I'm not gonna even be biased. As a judge, you can't be. Even everything that I heard today, I still think we got to give him a chance. We got to give him a chance. Got to give him a chance, innocent until proven guilty, but it's not looking good for this guy. Like, at all. Because even if you let people in under your goodwill and good conscience, it's still illegal and you're still going against the law. Buddy, you're going to jail. All right, please choose your card before presenting. Your relationship with the Supreme Court will increase 5 points. All right, let's go. I'll take it. All right. The lawsuit begins. Talk, file, checklist, pretrial. Let's check the pretrial paperwork really quickly. Okay, so this is everything that that they said before. So this is just a transcript of the pretrial. So good on that. I mean, I already know what's going on. Checklist. Plaintiff was heard, defendant was heard, witnesses were heard, the files were examined, the evidence was examined, the Constitution was examined. Oh wait, we're a different country. We're not United States, so our Constitution might really just be different in general. Okay, bro, I'm gonna have to re-educate myself on a Constitution. I mean, we're a democracy, so how different can it be? Examine the case file. All right, let's check out what do we do. All right, Kabardi Border Command versus Bowden Bell. Okay, let's check it out. About the case, Kabardi Border Command alleges that one of its officers is involved in human trafficking. Yeah. Bowden Bell vehemently, why he had to use that big crazy word right there, enthusiastically denies these allegations and does not admit to any connections with human traffickers. Okay. So witnesses is Andrew Turner, Jeffrey Clark, plaintiff Brandon Wilson, understood. Evidences, we have CCTV. I know he's yo, if we have CCTV, he's cooked. Unless there's AI technology in this civilization. But if we don't have AI here, he's cooked. I don't really need much more evidence. I don't need much more evidence. I'm gonna look at the Constitution Okay, all right, wait. Okay, this actually matters. An individual or organization commits the crime of human trafficking by transporting people across the border through illegal means or by turning a blind eye to such transportation. So, under Article 134, he is guilty if he did that, but he says he doesn't know. Perpetrators of this human trafficking are punished according to the national and interpretational regulations. The court may sentence the defendant to imprisonment ranging up to 3 to 8 years. Alternatively, the court may impose a fine of up to $300,000. The discretion to lower or increase this amount based on the defendant's behavior in court is at the discretion of the court. Okay, so let's figure out if this guy's a good guy or not, because I don't want to have to put him in jail if he's genuinely a good person, but we can't let a crime go unpunished. Either way, let's talk to the defendant. We got to ask him some questions. So he's 27, no criminal record. He has no criminal record, chat. Were the duties you performed at the border post within your job description? I don't even think, like, that's not a question I want to ask. I mean, just to make sure, we'll ask it. Your Honor, the duties I performed at the border post are within my job description and aim to assure the security of our homeland. Okay, so he sounds like he cares about the country. You're under oath, sir. Let me remind you. As a dedicated public servant who has been serving our country for years, the accusation against me is nothing but a false claim. Okay? He's a soldier, too. You mentioned that the situation is a false accusation. Do you have valid reason to believe that your organization has falsely accused you? It's a great question. You must understand that even filing such a case against a long-serving public servant who is committed to serving his country is in itself evidence of false accusation. Not really. You may have a change of heart at any particular time. I don't know, Bowden Bell, but you have no criminal record, so proceed. I do not have concrete evidence to provide because proving the mobbing I experienced at work is not feasible in the normal course of life. So he got mobbed. Did you take action during the mobbing or did you just watch? If my colleagues have a conscience, they will inform the court about this matter. Okay, I'm interested in this. The mobbing is very important to this case. Because if he was mobbed, then that's different, but then he can set up the mob. And he also has no criminal record once again. Okay, so we need witnesses. We need to know if he has any ties to illegal immigrants. Is he an immigrant or is he born here? Like, we need that information. Do you have anything to say about the evidence presented, especially the camera recordings? Well, I haven't even seen the evidence. It captures the illegal border crossing of immigrants. I understand that. Can I see it? Do y'all not show us the evidence? How am I going to make... Okay, here we go. Yeah, wait. I'm confused. I'm confused. What is going on here? It's just two people crouching in. Where's the mob? What mob? And they look like they're sneaking at night. Where's the guard? I'm not gonna lie, I see the evidence, but the evidence doesn't show anything but people sneaking in. All right, let me see what he has to say about the recording, because depending on what he says, it'll help me understand. Your Honor, to be honest, I cannot claim to be very tech savvy. However, despite my limited knowledge, I can say that these could be fabricated. Okay, well, saying that an institution is fabricating something is definitely a stretch at any point in time. Because I am a government official, I have to, right, obviously trust my government. But because of the kind of country and the state of the country that we're in, it kind of makes me feel like I need more evidence. Like, I just need to hear more right now. Because I'm not going to lie, I don't even put it beyond. But why would they want to sneak people into the country? Okay, so in the beginning of the game, I didn't write it down, but they were talking about how there were separatist groups plotting. So maybe that's part of it. All right. we gotta hear the plaintiff. Let's hear what they gotta say. You claim that the defendant misused official position. Do you have any evidence to support your claim? All right, let's see this. Your Honor, esteemed members of the court, we have determined that the defendant was not at his duty station during his working hours. Well, that doesn't make him a trafficker. That just makes him a bad employee. But what is his record? We request examination of the footage provided to the court and the testimony of witnesses who were on duty at same hours. Okay. All right. Well, I already examined the footage because I had to see it. But okay. What evidence obtained by Kabardi Border Command supports the allegation of human trafficking against it? All right, let's see it. Appreciate the follow. Kabardi Border Command has security footage that supports the mentioned allegation and serves as clear, indisputable evidence. Well, it shows that people snuck in. For sure, it shows that people snuck in, but it doesn't show that he turned a blind eye. Where was he? Does he work alone? Like what? Despite such compelling evidence, the defendant refuses to admit his guilt and continues to waste the court's valuable time. We request that this be taken into consideration. Additionally, you can see in this security footage that his weapon is near the wires. Is it? His weapon? Wait, his weapon? Let's go to the footage again. Can we go to the footage, please? Hold on, I need to learn how to examine. Okay, here we go. Where's his weapon? Is it right here? Is that his weapon right there? It looked photoshopped, but I don't. Okay. All right, I hear it. Took it under consideration. What sanctions do you request within the framework of your allegation of human trafficking? In line with allegations, we request that the defendant be tried for human trafficking. Migration is a fundamental right. You cannot prevent it. What? I mean, yeah, but they didn't do it through the proper channels. I ain't gonna lie. Silence in my court. Silence in my court, man! Order in the court. I ain't gonna lie. You do that again, I'm throwing you out. Don't be hollering in my court, man. Migration is a right for anybody in the court. Anybody outside of the country, migration is a right. But you must do it through the proper channels. We do not let illegal immigrants just come through the border. We have tests. We have classes. We have cards. Obtain one of those, and yes, migration is a right, but you cannot do it without going through the proper channels. So, with that being said, interrupt my court again, I'm throwing you out. Thank you. All right. We request that the defendant be tried for human trafficking and be sentenced to the harshest penalty under Article 134, Paragraph 3 of the Constitution. You want 8 years? I don't know if I'm doing 8 years. As mentioned before, we also request the consideration of an increased penalty for dependence abuse of the court's time. We reserve our right to file a compensation claim. Y'all asking for a lot. Dang. All right. All right. Let's do witnesses. Let's do witnesses. Because I honestly don't know. I'm going to be real. I don't know. But we'll do witnesses. Let's go. All right. Can you confirm that you work alongside the defendant? Oh, well, he has somebody that works with him? Oh, yeah. Let's go. Oh, yeah, for sure. Let's get it. Yes, sir. Please forgive my excitement. This is my first time appearing in court. Why would you be excited? And it's quite an experience beyond watching it on TV. You're 42. Get it together. All right. Talk to me about your coworker. Oh, that's it? That's your only line? All right. Please remain calm and only answer the question. Yeah. No, I haven't witnessed such a situation. I was added as a witness simply because we were on duty at the same hours. I don't know anything else. Okay. Well, I think the mobbing is definitely an interesting place to take this case. For myself, I am satisfied with my job, and I don't want to lose it. I haven't witnessed any pressure on the defendant. Ooh. Now, child, I want y'all to realize something. He said, I want to keep my job, which means if he opens his mouth, he loses his job. And we can tell from the beginning he's a very immature guy. Like, he's a very, like, uppity, like, You know what I'm saying? Like he's not real, but he's a bot. He's a bot. Because we know he's a bot. Okay, hold on. I got my chest poking out. Because we know he's a bot, we can't take his word at all. I mean, we know that he says he didn't see anything, but that's not denying nor accepting. It's just kind of like sitting on the fence. Now I'm supposed to give a verdict based off of this. But why would they not like him though? I need more information. So what was interesting about this case, the one thing that is making me think was the fact that he said that his gun was there. And that's what I'm trying to understand, why that would be there. I think that's like the only red flag for me. Right? Dang. I don't know. I'm gonna be real. I'm not gonna lie. I ain't gonna lie. There's not enough evidence, bro. There's just not. To put him in jail for 8 years, there's not enough evidence. There's not enough evidence, bro. I'm sorry. There's just not enough evidence. To send him to jail, there is definitely not enough evidence. Based off of the witness testimony, there is definitely not enough. If the witness came on stand and was like, yo, I ain't gonna lie, bro, I see him letting people in. He said he didn't know nothing and he wanted to keep his job. Clearly the job has a history of threatening people, you know, for their positions for whatever reason. So that means they're a little crooked, and we know they're crooked. He's respectful, clean, no criminal record, 27, young guy. The only thing that confuses me about this right now is the gun on the fence. I mean, but that could be planted there, right? And again, we're not the United States. We are, we're in a different country that is prone to coups. So I don't want him to be guilty. I'm gonna be real. I don't think, and there's no jury. Wait, hold on. Is there anything else I could do? Let me just make sure. The law, evidence, note. I mean, we did everything. We did everything. I mean, we did everything. I just don't see a world where he's guilty. Like 8 years? Like 8 years, bro. No, bro. So even if your decision is correct, some people may not like it. So this is the people, and this is the state, or the government, or the Supreme Court. The sides of witnesses were heard in the court, and the evidence presented was examined. Right justification. Does that matter? Is there... So the people want him in prison. They don't want him innocent. But what is their reasoning? It's just not strong enough evidence. The evidence is not strong enough to give a proper sentencing. I'm not going to say he's innocent, right? I'm not going to say he's innocent, but I'm not going to say he deserved prison, right? Like, I say give him the fine, fire him from the job, but don't put him behind bars. It's just not strong enough to put him behind bars. Bro, putting him behind bars is insanely wild. But even the people don't think he's innocent. But it's a human trafficking case. I ain't gonna lie, he's a human. That's the only reason. But it's not like, I don't know, bro. To be honest, I say fine. I know how serious going to prison is. So it's like, bro, just putting somebody in prison for 8 years, the maximum, and we don't even have that much evidence, is ridiculous, bro. Give him a $300,000 fine, bro, and let's keep it pushing. Oh, I can give him the fine too. 9 million? I can give him a fine of 9 million. Okay, well, the max we can give him is 300,000. I say give him 100,000 because even if he didn't intend for it to happen, it still happened under his watch, and that's highly irresponsible as a citizen of Kabardi. There's not enough evidence for me to give him a prison because, truth be told, it's not strong enough to say that he intentionally committed a crime, but it still happened under his watch, and he's responsible for that. So the court is going to give him $125,000 fine. That's the final verdict. Savings 40, salary invoice. I'm left with $462 in the end. It's fine. All right. Long day, but we did it. Hopefully everybody was okay with the decision in the end. Your spouse mentioned that you no longer have time for your family and that this situation is negatively affecting the children. What are your thoughts on it? I'll work on it. Work is very busy. It'll get better soon. I mean, I just started, so it will get better soon. The more I ease into it. Like, I didn't give her reassurance. I gave her reassurance, but I also said, hey, listen, work is busy. So we kept our frame as the head of the household, but we also gave encouragement about fixing the problem in the end. All right, let's check out a new case. Bruh, it doesn't even say if you're right. What do you mean? I'm the judge. You want to know whether or not he was actually guilty. We're the people who determine that. Like, but I'm saying I get what you mean. You want to know the full truth, like what actually did happen. That would be a cool feature in the game. I ain't gonna lie. All right, we got some new emails. Actually, let's see how the people think about the last. We got some more followers. Is that garbage only in our street? Can I reply? I can reply? Yeah, suck your mother. All right, let's make sure they ain't talking about me. Please, can somebody recommend a movie to watch? I ain't gonna lie, bro. Spider-Man hard. You know what I'm saying? And we gonna like it too. Because we a man of the people and we care about the people. Sometimes we hop on here, we might reply to the people just because we a normal human being like everybody else. Relatability matters. No way, that was incredible. Those who didn't watch the match must be feeling embarrassed. Suspicious death at Kabordi Port. Let the weather warm up, summer arrive, vacation. Suspicious death at Kabordi Port. There's a blah, blah, blah. Judiciary is, of course, independent and will remain so. What about hashtag Judge Richard? Let's see what they're talking about for me. Does anybody know Judge Richard? Does anybody know where I can access the Constitution? I think the judicial reform is quite good. Okay. All right. About your last case. Hello, sir. I don't want to take too much of your time, so I'd like to quickly summarize the outcomes of your recent case for you. Regarding our border security didn't generate much interest among social media users, so there was no significant reaction or praise in that regard. However, some citizens thought that the case demonstrated our country's I know what the word means. It's just saying it. Reciprocity capability in matters related to politics. While the case was covered by the written press, it didn't hold a highly prominent position, so the decision didn't receive extensive scrutiny. But why would it be scrutiny at all? I feel like we had a great case. The government, on the other hand, is generally pleased with the outcome of the case. So that's good. And the lack of significant media attention. Okay, the Ministry of Justice was curious about your performance as this was your first case. That's all I have to convey to you. Okay, I feel like we're fine. We did okay. The government is requesting that you investigate the crime scene for the murder suspicion involved in your next lawsuit. I gotta go to the scene. Okay, I'm prepared your documents for your upcoming case. Left them on the table in the courtroom for you. Additionally, the attorneys are waiting for you in the courtroom for pre-trial hearing. Okay, well, that's all the information we got. Let's day 2. Let's get into it. Crime scene. Let's go. All right, man. Crime scene. We on the scene. Honorable Judge Cozy is on the case, and we're gonna get there. Chat. Hope you guys are enjoying the stream so far. Hope you guys are enjoying the games and the gameplays. Let's go ahead and check out this crime scene. All right, so people died. It's bloody. It's all over the place. Interesting. At the crime scene, a corpse identified to belong to Miles Petter was discovered within a container. Additionally, well, I'm not in forensics or I'm not a detective, but what you don't know about Cozy is I'm multifaceted, so we gonna figure this out. The container is a cold storage unit. Upon a thorough examination of the corpse, it was determined that there are signs of physical assault. Furthermore, there are instances of frostbite and loss of function in various limbs of the deceased. Okay. Physical assault. So they fought, and because it's in a container, we can not assume, but we can theorize that they got beat bad and they got put in here. So, you know what I'm saying? This is clearly a bigger operation than what meets the eye, because in order to get a container and to use it in this way, in this method, you need to know people. There's just no way you're just doing that by yourself, unless this was committed by a person of higher power. But again, a person of higher power, they wouldn't do the crime themselves. They would send a grunt. So again, could be a bigger conspiracy at play here. That's just based off of the initial contact of the body, of course. Furthermore, there are instances of frostbite, loss of function in various limbs of the deceased. Again, like I said before, I don't think this crime, this is big. This is a big crime. I ain't gonna lie, this is a really big crime. In the investigations conducted by the crime scene team, 2 pills were found on the ground. When the discovered pills were examined in detail by expert, it was determined that they were antidepressants. So these people, or whoever was at the scene, is mentally unstable, or at least they were seen or found to be some kind of, some sort of unstableness in their mental, which led them to take the pills, because you don't take antidepressants unless there's something wrong up here or in here. So clearly these people aren't mentally all the way there. Anyways, these pills are sold with a prescription, as they require a red prescription. Once again, I say this could be a bigger conspiracy than meets the eye, but I digress. Therefore, there can only be obtained with the doctor's recommendation. They can only be obtained with, okay. Occasionally, individuals who use them may experience suicidal thoughts, especially in early stages. What type of pills? Your spouse doesn't seem very pleased with the answers you've given to their questions related to your work, and they appear quite confused. Your spouse mentioned that you're longer. Okay, so she wants me to just tell her what she want to hear. Not only that, but that matters for my family loyalty meter, so I got to make sure that I just tell them what they want to hear. I mean, I guess it doesn't matter. I just don't want it to affect my performance on the job, because we have an important job, especially being the country we're in. In a failing country, we need the best of the best. All right. Murder. Plaintiff. The body of Miles Petter was discovered inside of a frozen food container during routine inspections at the port. Following a thorough investigation by our prosecution, it has been determined, based on witness testimonies and examined evidence, that the incident was committed by Lucien Foster, the CEO of the containers company. Now, chat, did I not say in order to commit a crime at that scale, it would take either a group of people, a network of people, or somebody powerful? Hey, man, I'm not gonna lie, bro. I'm based on this one. Therefore, we request the punishment of the defendant. I ain't gonna lie, they're not looking good. They're not looking good. The defendants are not looking good, because that's exactly the deduction that I made as well. But let's hear what they say. My client, Lucien Foster, is a prominent and respected businessman. What does that mean to me? We acknowledge that there was a heated argument between him and the deceased due to engine failure experienced during the recent ship voyage. So, heated argument. Okay. However, Lucien Foster has not seen the deceased after that argument. He doesn't need to. Lucien Foster might have not committed the crime. That's what I'm saying. But he's okay. He personally desires a thorough investigation to shed light on this unfortunate incident. However, he denies the murder allegations brought against him. Can I not send this trial? The defendant and the plaintiff have no objections. Can I not send this trial to further investigation? I just think we need more investigation on this. That's just how I'm feeling right now. More investigation for sure. All right, man, this is serious. The lawsuit begins. Okay. Before we even start, because this is criminal court, I specialize in family court. This was clearly said, you know, in the early game, so I'm not sure why we're here in criminal court for me, but I am a court of the country, I guess. So let's take a look at the evidence first. Cabardi versus Lucien Foster. Let's see. During the routine inspection, yep, we know this already. We have a lot of witnesses too. We have autopsy report, we have CCTV footage, and we have body identification report. Okay. Autopsy. There is a frostbite and many spots in the corpse. There are crushes on the skull of the corpse. Drugs were found in the stomach of the corpse. So I think the most important thing right now is to figure out where the frostbite came from. Where does that have a play? I mean, crushes on the skull might be a blunt weapon, or impact to the floor, pavement, and then I don't know what these drugs, like what are the drugs exactly telling us? Like, what's the drugs? Body identification report. Since not all employees were on the ship on the day of the incident, the identifier of the body could not be clearly determined by the police. Based on the statements of the people at the scene, it was concluded that the body belonged to Miles Petter, and his brother was invited to identify him. His brother confirmed that the body belonged to Miles Petter. See, and so here's the thing. The sheer brutality of the crime. When we talk about probable cause, you need to understand, they were in a heated argument, bro. Chat, they were in a heated argument. Like, why would you brutally murder somebody that badly, bro? Like, he got killed so bad that they could not identify him, and he needed to be identified by a family member. So that is interesting. Again, I need to be non-biased, but we need to go. I want to talk to the witnesses, but honestly, I'm more interested in talking to Lucien. All right, Lucien. What was the reason for the argument? Oh, he has a criminal record. Chat, he has a criminal record. Chat, he has a criminal record. He looked like a sleazeball, too. Looked like a sleazeball. It was related to the engine failure, the ship, and responsibilities associated with it. Fair. It was a matter of grave concern for the safety of the crew. Fair. And I expressed my dissatisfaction and warned him to be more careful. Fair. Very well said. I wish there was voice acting so that we can have tone, but no tone. Real quick, can we see... Okay. You are accused of killing Miles Petter. How do you respond to this allegation? It's a good question. Great question. Am in a state of shock and grief. You have an argument with a man in a legitimate position. Later, the person dies and you are accused of murder. It must be one of the worst things that could happen to a person. So, my only concern with this answer is that he made it about him rather than mourning the victim. So that's interesting. I absolutely deny the allegations. I would never go so far as to kill somebody. What crime has he committed? Can I have access to that? Have you ever lost control or believe that you would lose control? This is a very general question. What is relevance to this case? I don't think I have. I don't think I ever will. I guess we're just going to continue talking. Because I honestly right now, he's not looking good, but I just want to understand. Under what circumstances, how was the body found? Yeah, let's see that. The body was found during routine inspections inside a frozen food container. Fair enough. What are the grounds of the allegations of a heated argument fight between Lucy and Foster? Okay, according to the statements from the ship's crew, there was significant argument and physical altercation. Based on investigations and witnesses' testimonies, it is alleged that Miles Petter's death was caused by Lucien Foster. I kind of deduced that myself. I think the only thing I'm curious of is whether it was him or a grunt. Either way, that's, you know, that's murder. Conspiracy to murder. Attempted murder. It's a lot of things. All right. Let's hear the witnesses. All right. What was the subject of argument? Yeah, it was related to the engine failure, the shipment responsibility associated with it, to put it this way. They were shouting so loudly at each other that I went up because I couldn't believe what was happening. Okay. Can you tell us about the... Yep. These are great questions. Severity of the argument. When I got there, I saw both of them were engaged in a heated argument. All right. What about the physical? They were hurling severe insults. Okay. What of physical? What of the physicality? What did you do over the weekend? I went back to my post, and to be honest, I thought Miles would lose his job. You can't stay at a workplace after having such a serious argument with the boss. I didn't witness anything else, but he didn't lose his job. Is interesting. Him not losing his job, you got to understand, means that he was put there to be there for something. Because I agree with the fact that he shouldn't really have his job no more, especially because the reason of the argument was incompetence. If somebody has an important position and they show any signs of incompetence, you have to replace him because it's an important position that can hurt people. You wouldn't keep him there, because if you kept him there, that would be a negligence from the boss. But again, it's hearsay at this point. But let's just keep going with the witnesses, see what they got to say. As the person who opened the freezing container, can you describe how you experienced the incident? That's not really an important question. I'll ask it though. Security, Charles Martinez. I'm not sure I described it. Someone to the boss office and brought the medication he asked for. So the boss is on the antidepressants. Remember what we talked about, the mental state of a person. So he's not right. After giving him the medicine out of the room, I opened the container for routine inspection. When I saw him lying on the ground, covered in blood, I was in shock. Okay. In what condition was found inside the container? His body was on the floor inside the frozen food container. And it's really hard to recall without feeling disturbed. He was covered in blood, and there was a strong odor inside the container. What about the frostbites? Were there any frostbites on his body? Okay, do you have anything about the person medication? Antidepressants. The entire cruise knows about it. I'm talking about the psychiatric help and medication our boss received due to his high stress levels. However, I don't believe he would go as far as to kill somebody. I don't care what you think. Let's keep it on the facts. All right. If anybody who defends him has a criminal record as well, they're cooked. All right, Brian. What was your last interaction with Miles? It was right after the argument, but it was quite brief. I told him he needed to calm down, that everyone can make mistakes, and that things will be okay. Okay, sound like you're a good friend. We didn't have any further interaction. All right, good man right here. I like Brian. Does he have any issues or conflicts with anyone else? As far as I know, he didn't. Miles was a pretty lively person and well-liked by everybody. However, it was known that he was going through some family issues in recent times and became a bit withdrawn. I think his negligence regarding his mistake on the ship may have been related to this. Interesting. Do you think Lucien Foster escaped with Kim's? You would agree that accusing a person of murder is a very serious matter. Yup. Lucien Foster is a perfectionist. And yes, he doesn't tolerate mistakes. And I can say he was stressed. But if I believed he could kill someone, I wouldn't work for him. Well, he has a bunch of employees. Clearly, nobody is going to think he could kill somebody. That doesn't mean he didn't kill them. Again, like, all the evidence is pointing to the fact that, you know, he had something to do with it. I'm not going to say he killed them, but... All right. Did you observe or notice any unusual situation when you arrived at the scene? When I first arrived, I saw a crowd gathered around the container, and everyone had puzzled expressions on their faces. Then I noticed someone lying on the ground, and I immediately secured the area. Okay. Was Lucien Foster present? No, of course he wouldn't be. He wasn't there when I got there. It must have been reported to him, and he came later. Okay. Based on your investigation of the incident, did any suspicious circumstances or individuals such as Lucien appear when arrived? Okay. Based on my investigation of the incident, I did not come across any suspicious circumstances. Lucien Foster appeared rather indifferent. Perhaps he was in a state of shock at the time, didn't know how to react. It's quite challenging to make any statements about this without engaging in speculation, right? Because you can't assume, and you got to be unbiased. All right, understood. Oh, criminal record. Yo, I'm not gonna lie, W chat, because I was thinking to myself that was criminal court. Tripping. All right. Violence. Code H465. Okay, well, we know he's a violent person, so he clearly has the means to kill somebody. Any person intending to cause death of another person shall be deemed to have committed the offense of homicide. If the crime of murder is considered to be the result of discrimination based on factors of religion, language, race, it is punished with more severe penalty. If the crime of murder is committed with a sense of brutality and premeditation, it starts from 18 years and can be increased up to 100 years. Wow. Okay. Okay. Let's look at the evidence. 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 CCTV autopsy report. Body. Okay. Drugs were found in the stomach of the corpse. What drugs? They never told me what drugs were in his stomach. Since not all employees were on the ship. Oh. All right, let's see the CCTV footage, bro. What am I even looking at? I don't even know what I'm looking at. It did look like they arguing. I ain't gonna lie, there's still not enough. I mean, the witnesses, I ain't gonna lie, somebody died though. Somebody died. Somebody died, bro. You have a history of violence. You're a powerful CEO. I just don't know how he killed him. Like, I want to know how he killed him. There's the things that make me to be honest, one is I'm going to make him guilty. He's going to prison, and it's because of these reasons. Why would he keep him employed? And even if he was to keep him employed, out of every place he could have died, why did he die at his place of business? And again, I guess now at this point, I'm speculating the intelligence of the CEO, because if you're a CEO, you would definitely try to not kill somebody after you had an argument, you know? So it's like, I don't know how smart he is, bro. Like, he's a CEO, he's rich, so like, you have to assume he's kind of smart. But not all CEOs are necessarily, and he's somebody that acts on. Bro, he was his arm and legs. Oh my God, bro. I don't know. But for some reason, him being innocent makes the judicial branch happy. But why is that? Me putting him in prison does not make them happy. Why is that? I gotta start taking notes here. Well, I have notes on my desk. Dang. But if he was being framed, right? Bro, this is all the evidence I get? There's no. They were arguing. They was heated, but he has a history of violence. Oh, if he didn't have the history of violence, I would have just fine themed. But the thing is, if I put him in prison, the Supreme Court would be mad at me. How would he be framed? So the reason why I said he could have been framed is because imagine this, right? Imagine somebody who doesn't like the CEO witnessed him arguing with with one of his employees because it was quite the spectacle, according to one of the witnesses. And they say, okay, well, if we kill him, after that heated argument, plus he has a history of violence, and we put him in one of the containers, that's gonna get back to Lucien immediately. It would be super easy to frame Lucien. We didn't get no fingerprints, no labs. We didn't get nothing. Bro, they literally didn't give us, bro, it's not enough. Like, I like this game, but it's just not enough evidence to be putting people in jail, bro. Like, all right, bro, I don't care what nobody says, bro. When you play the levels I've played so far, bro, you have to speculate. You have to. You have to. Because he has a history of violence, bro. So I think the thing that really messes me up too is the drugs. Like, there were drugs in the victim's body. What drugs, bro? They're not giving me enough evidence. What did he take? But somebody's dead. This is the thing. As your honorable Judge Cozy, I'm in a country that is filled with coups, filled with criminals. I'm not gonna lie, bro. Had we been a more peaceful country and if we were more stable as a government, I would fine him. But we just can't do that. We just can't do that now. Somebody's dead and somebody has to be in jail. My full verdict would be to continue the investigation and put Lucien in jail and put the trial on hold. That would be my official decision if I was the judge. I would retrial. We have to retrial. Bro, there's not enough evidence. But I don't have enough to give a definitive answer. I say we retrial, but we can't retrial. So because we can't retrial, because there's not enough evidence, and also because of the country that we are in, I feel like I need to put him in prison. But if I put him in prison, the Supreme Court won't like it. Why don't the Supreme Court like that I'm putting him in prison? I ain't going to give him a long prison sentence. Because if I can't even check the Constitution. I know it's 18 years to 100 years. So, dang, I feel bad. I don't want to put him in jail, bro. But somebody died. Again, it's just all the information I was presented to beforehand. And I'm assuming this character, I got to put him in prison. Hold on, I ain't gonna lie. This is challenging my philosophy, bro. Is it inherently right to punish somebody when I don't have enough evidence based off of the state of the country? I'm sitting to myself pondering. If I feel like there's no evidence and I'm a judge, he's innocent. You're innocent until proven guilty. But we don't live in the United States of America. We live in Cobardi. And if I didn't live in Cobardi and I was a United States of America judge, this would go differently. But I'm from Cobardi, bro. This isn't United States. If it was United States, I would have let him go, but it's Barty, bro. We gotta put him in jail. And the minimum is 18 years. I'll give him the minimum. I give him the minimum. Oh, I feel so bad. I don't want to put him in jail, but I can't. Like, they're not giving me a choice. And if there is more information that comes out, he'll get out of prison, bro. I'm sorry, bro. 18 years. Plaintiff won. Wow. Wow. The government is working on a new immigration bill. What are your thoughts on the matter? Make your decision. Immigrants will disrupt our demographic structure. We can use immigrants as workforce. I mean, I'm less interested in how we're allowing, like, I'm less interested in this and more interested in how we're allowing them to get citizenship. Like, what are the requirements? But I mean, if I was a politician or if I was somebody of government, I believe immigrants are useful. For sure, they're an asset more than a liability. I mean, look at how United States was built, you know. And again, keyword built, not maintained, but it was built by immigrants. Immigrants are always an asset. They've been assets since forever. All right, I think that's it for this game. However, I do want to know what was the repercussions of the last case. All right, hold on, let me pick up the phone. What you want? It was Richard, right? Yes, Prime Minister. This is our president, basically. I didn't want our first meeting to be about such a matter. Oh! Yeah, I don't quite understand, Prime Minister. The public is eagerly awaiting today's verdict in the case. I have full faith that you will do what is right for our country and won't prolong this issue. You want me to... Dude. Frankly, I don't quite understand what you're saying. It seems I need to be a bit clearer. You won't punish a government institution for doing what's necessary, will you? I'm finna get assassinated, bro. Making such a request is highly inappropriate. I must have misunderstood you. You now know my decision. We can talk again after the trial if necessary. Good luck. It's really good to have such knowledgeable people in the country. Hey, I appreciate you. I have complete trust in our legal system. I appreciate you. I wonder if there's an election soon. Ooh, they want me to be president. Oh, wow. Justice really doesn't work in this country. Okay, so 1 bad tweet, 3 good tweets. We're good. There's always going to be a bad apple. There's always going to be somebody who, you know. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you guys for being part of the honorable Judge Cozy show. If you guys enjoyed this, make sure you come over to the Twitch stream, like, subscribe, comment. Let me know if you guys want more of this. That was a lot of fun. And yeah, bro. See you later.